Good afternoon, this is Jeff of Sewer Tech Northwest. Today we're at property address 10380 Southwest Homestead Lane here in Beaverton. We're located up on the rooftop going through 4-inch cast iron vent. We're going to check the overall condition and serviceability of the sanitary sewer line. We currently have water running. We'll zero out the camera counter, or the length counter, right at the base of the vent here. And we'll refer to this spot right here as our point of access. Here we go. We're going to keep the it looks like it just transitioned there over to ABS plastic, so it looks like some updating has been done, which is great. Anyway, we're going to keep the camera moving fairly quickly here just to get through all the twists and the turns on the interior crawl space, but we'll reel back in a bit slower. So we've got a belly here in the crawl space. That's what we're currently. Camera's under a fair amount of water there, so we'll look at that on the way out, see how significant it is. I've got 3 fixtures running in the house. There's a lot of water going down the line. I think we might have some roots coming through here. I'll have to look at this when the line's all drained out. But off to the kind of the top of the screen here currently, you can see all that white stuff. It looks like we might have roots in amongst some cobwebs there. We'll have a better look at that when the line's completely drained. Oh yeah, we definitely have roots in here. We got a big root ball right here at this point. And this right here is probably as far as we're going to be able to go, unfortunately. It looks like it is just completely mangled with roots. Now we're going to let the line drain out here for a moment. I'm going to go locate and mark this spot here. This is as far as we can go due to the root intrusion. We've got the roots right here at the transition back here, and we'll take a look at this pipe material here in a moment. This might not be plastic, it might be like Orangeburg or something like that, but here at 24 feet as well as 28 feet, and the one here at 28 feet is causing a basically complete blockage. Alrighty, we are currently, the line is going out the rear of the house, and we're underneath the concrete patio out back, kind of straight out from where the air conditioning unit's at. There's a major root intrusion here. This sucker would cause your line to back up probably about the first day you lived here. It's a complete blockage. And yeah, the camera's not going through it at all. It's done there. So and I can't remember if I mentioned here a moment ago, this is looking like Orangeburg pipe, which is a tar paper product. It's the worst type of sewer pipe ever devised by man. That's at least what it looks like immediately upon access into it. It's possibly something else. There's just so many dang roots covering it up that I can't get a good look at it. But the concrete back there, if this were to be ABS plastic, which ABS and Orangeburg are both black, they're very similar in their color. But there's no saw cuts back there in the patio where I would, if they've updated it to plastic, that concrete looks old enough that they would probably have had to have saw cut it to get this pipe up underneath there. So anyway, as best I can tell, I think this is Orangeburg pipe. It's got white staining at the top of it, which is very indicative of Orangeburg, but I can't get all the way through it to really get a good look at it, unfortunately. And if it's Orangeburg, I mean, you've got to redo the entire sewer line. But I put a marking right here at 28 feet. I'll put another one here at the transition point from cast iron to whatever type of pipe this is. I really think it's probably Orangeburg. But we're 1 foot 7 inches deep. I recommend at least a replacement of this pipe right here if this is the same material all the way out, with the amount of trees that are back here. And considering where this is at, this is way up next to the house under concrete. More than likely, much of the line is going to be shot with roots from this point out. So recommend at least a spot repair here. You can do a rescope once the ground is open up to check the rest of it. But there's a very good chance the rest of the line is going to look like this too. I've tried locating right here. My locator's going crazy. I don't know why, but the signal is just bouncing all over the place. Now anyway, that's about 4 feet behind or closer to the house from the X marking I put down. Either way, you've got some work to do out there. Now we do have a belly inside the home here. Looks like this is what we were seeing, or I was mentioning on the way out. Now this line's at a point with the belly involved here too on the interior stuff. You're looking at just about a whole line replacement, if nothing else, the main line. You've got a pretty large belly here. It looks like it dissipates at about 20 feet here. We'll call it 21 feet to be safe. And this is going to be underneath the house. Yeah, about 21 feet. Most of the water dissipates out here. But we have an inch of standing water. The water level's going up over the camera lens here, just over it, which is we're pretty much exactly at an inch of standing water at that point. And the belly starts here at about 14 feet and extends to 21 feet. I'd recommend the belly be corrected as well as all the damaged pipe that's out there. I'm going to go ahead and reel the camera out of the line. Unfortunately, we can't see the rest of the line, but again, if that's the type of pipe material I think it is, if it's Orangeburg, it all needs to be replaced if that's the case. Orangeburg is a banned product from the late 50s. It's a tar paper sewer line. So anyway, you can open the ground up there to do the repair. I would recommend trying to scope the rest of it, because for all I know, you might have good pipe out beyond that point here. But if it's going straight out the back, I mean, you can see all the large trees out here. That tree was able to get roots all the way over to the porch. So if it's going straight out the backyard, that line's going past a lot of tree roots. That's why I'm thinking, if it's Orangeburg or a pipe material like that, even if it's concrete pipe, there's a very good chance you're going to have problems all the way out. But for now, because I can't see that, I'm recommending spot repairs. Actually, given that the belly and the roots are that close to each other, I recommend spot repairing from 14 feet to 28 feet to deal with the belly, as well as the 2 root intrusions there. And then get the line rescoped while the ground's open. You can see the rest of the line, see how far that repair needs to go.